you were talking about the House race, and I was telling you that New York Times tracking right now has us up and or winning, already declared at 223 House seats, which would be definitely enough to govern, I would say, especially with President Trump leading.
Yeah.
And 53, 54 in the Senate. I mean,
Well, and
this
this is a very important thing. So let me just, why would a 5-seat majority be easier when you have a incumbent president? These people will not mess around. Speaker Johnson didn't have the ability to tell him not what to do. An incumbent president who's on his second term, who's insanely popular in the country, won the popular vote, and in your party, he'll pick up the phone and say, listen, you're going to vote for this bill. It's like done. Okay. Does that make sense, Blake?
And it's even just, things are so much better than they were in 2016. We've had, at this point, 8 years where the Republican Party has been remade. We've gotten rid of some old lawmakers who are behind the times. You have new people in office who, it's not even if they have to 100% agree with Trump. They at least understand why Trump has been successful and what his appeal is. We know it's not a fluke. We know it's not, oh, he only won because of Jill Stein voters. No, he won the popular vote outright. He's gotten way more popular in blue states, and it's just so much more natural to cobble together a coalition to get the things we want done. It's not going to be, oh, let's just pass a tax cut and then do nothing else.
Yeah, and so so there's two tracks here. There's legislative priorities, and then a lot of the stuff Trump can fix without Congress, by the way. Remain in Mexico, border, right? I mean, a lot of it. But what should the legislative priority be realistically? I mean, we got to get a budget done. We have to get budgeting done the right way. What do you think? Because the problem was last time is we got some corporate tax cuts, great.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely think that a lot of border stuff, actually, the time, if you're going to do it, it's going to be early. You're going to have Democrats looking at each other and going, we let the border get so bad that we shed like 20 points among Hispanics. The entire just point and scream racism didn't work. So you wonder, are they really going to filibuster hard to say, oh, we can't build a wall on the border now, that we can't deport any illegals? I think you might see a lot more tentative openness to that, maybe among Fetterman types in the coalition who say, hey, we'll have a lot better shot of winning if we're not seen as putting foreigners above American citizens. And so I think a lot of stuff we can do on our own, but you do need congressional action for the most long-term successful stuff. I think we can get action on that.
I agree. And by the way, with us, the thing I'm most excited about is McCormick is going to hang on. I can say that confidently. It's going to be a knife fight. Would you agree, Blake? It's 30,000 provisional ballot. It doesn't matter. We don't know how many provisional ballots there are, but I think he's going to win. 53 Senate seats is very good. And if we can get a Kerry Lake, now, mind you, if we could have gotten a little extra juice in Wisconsin, and we spent so much money on this Maryland fool's errand to lose by 7. Okay? It's just ridiculous. Michigan, Rogers ended up losing by, 30,000 votes. Wisconsin, 30,000 votes. It's almost strangely consistent. Sam Brown down 13,000 votes now in Nevada. I don't think he can overcome that. Do you, Andrew? I just don't.
He's toast.
However, I will say, though, that Adam Laxalt should be a U.S. Senator from Nevada. That didn't happen. Nevada is going to be target for Chase in 2026 and 2028.
Nevada is so organically, I think, a state that we could win with a new Republican Party.
I totally agree.